Gather round, kiddies. It's story time.
You're not anybody in America unless you're on TV. On TV is where we learn about who we really are. Because what's the point of doing anything worthwhile if nobody's watching? And if people are watching, it makes you a better person.
So this is a class on auditioning, which is to say, acting.
I'm terrible, aren't I?
No, you're not. You're fine.
No, I'm not. It was awful.
To be specific, layered acting, or what I've been calling doing two things at the same time.
Well, I don't see how you can do two things at the same time.
I refuse to sit quietly by and see my play butchered.
To be even more specific, this is about acting from the point of view of the writer. And I don't think the point of view of the writer gets as much attention in the acting classes and the acting schools as it should.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
The job of an actor is not just to bring some kind of psychological truth to a project. They also have to fit the style and tell a story.
Excuse me, sir. Would you let me do something else for you? I've been acting 25 years. I'm a professional actress. I take direction. I just don't want to use my own life, if you don't mind.
And we're going to watch movie clips and talk about them.
Sam, you got me covered up in all this, this junk. How's the audience gonna know it's me?
I went to drama school, and I was studying writing, but there were all these actors around.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will get a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight.
If you have any hope of being counted among the greats, you're going to have a scene where you're laughing and crying at the same time. So, two things. How's that for two things? One, you got a 20-year-old mad bomber terrorist, and the other is a confused and hurt 12-year-old boy. Three big rules. Do not talk about them or their career. Do not, or, God forbid, their private life. Do not talk about yourself. Do not talk about your private life or your career. Off limits, them and you. What you can talk about is some random third thing that's happening right in front of you. That's the best. If something kind of neat or unexpected is happening at the party, you can talk about that.
Any of us ever been to a comedy class? Because they teach comedy class.
No.
And I just thought, how do they do that? I've never experienced one, so nobody here has done that.
I don't know how they teach an acting class.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
And you're not going to have a simple explanation for every single thing you see a good actor do with a complex character. There are going to be little moments where you just don't know exactly what that person is thinking. Sometimes you pass by a restaurant that you used to go to every now and then, and you see it's closed now, and you feel a little twinge of sadness because some part of our life is irretrievably lost to time.
Hi, my name is Holly Kaplan. I met you at a museum last summer with my friend Muffet. It was the Fog Museum. Oh, that's okay. I never remember who I meet in museums either. Well, what's new?
When people are suffering and suffering and suffering and suffering some more, well, it can all get kind of annoying, can't it?
I was a theater major at University of Michigan, and I've had a year of tap and ballet. when I was 8. And
I would love to be able to tell you what she's thinking during each beat of this, but I have no idea. I bet if we went to Nicole Kidman and asked her, she would have no idea.
And cut! That was perfect.
Because most people, when they're on the verge of tears, are not trying to cry like an actor in an acting class. They are trying not to cry.
Both kind of crying, but not the kind of crying that's like, but the kind of crying that's like we're trying not to cry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the complete opposite, but it's also exactly the same.
Look, you two-bit Tony pastor. They like my style of singing around here. Nobody's going to change it. Understand? Nobody!
And I'll tell you, if I haven't already, everybody's going to want you to do everything you do a lot faster. They're just always going to be saying, do it faster. And if you can think of a psychological reason to do it faster, or if it's put in there for you.
You're going to ruin it, ain't you?
One step away from charlatans and snake oil salesmen.
No cooperation from anybody.
So, when it comes to layered acting, or, even layered living, which is to say, somebody feeling one thing while attempting to show something else, it doesn't get much more primal than the dating scene. And from what I've heard, the dating scene is just awful. Now, don't believe those people who say that smaller is always better when it comes to great acting.
Yeah, I'll keep the Avon lady off your back.
And the aliens all say, but it's so much better.
You'll be born again into an untroubled world.
Because there's no more suffering.
Murder in the middle of the night, a lot of guests for the weekend, everyone's a suspect, that sort of thing.
And who turns out to have done it?
Oh, I couldn't tell you that. It would spoil it for you.
Oh, but none of us will see it.
And in general, contradictions are great if you're playing a human being, because human beings are such contradictory creatures.
Judy and Howard and their friends went to prison. It seems fantastic to say that. I never thought I'd be saying that sentence about people I knew. They went to prison.
So one Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever it was, I was at my sister's house with the whole family, and we had what for us was a reasonably good holiday. It had been more or less pleasant the entire time. And my mother has all of her presents. She's packed. She's ready to walk out the door. And my sister, in her slightly drunken state, throws out a comment to my mother about something from days gone by. And my mother, in her stupidity, takes the bait. And before I know it, they are in a vicious, knockdown, drag-out fight. I'm speaking here as a writer.
If I have to be me for the rest of my life, I think I will go crazy.
And I wouldn't wish any of you the kind of life that brings tears gushing to your eyes if you just dwell on it for a moment. And if you don't have that sort of life, if you can't cry on cue, but you want to learn how, well, I guess you can always cheat a little.
I run over to President Johnson and grab him by the arm. Get in! And pull Jackie Kennedy into my car. And John, who I didn't see, starts crying. And Jackie hits me. And I hit her. And I grab Bob Hope and push Cardinal Spellman into the back seat. Crying and laughing. I'll take you where you want to go. Get in. Give me your suitcases.
And he's had people shooting at him. His hair still looks good, but that's just,
Nancy Drew and the Case of the Burning Candle. You have the whole series.
Well, thank goodness the period of actors being abused by directors and producers is finally over.
We're lost. No, it will turn out well. How will it? I don't know. It's a mystery.
The writing here is so clear, you would kind of hope that you wouldn't have to say anything. But That's a cop-out. This is an acting class.
And where's the money if the place got sold?
Oh, now it's all lost.
Open your eyes to this stuff.
And I remember the actor said, well, if you want, I can fake it. And I just remember thinking, well, what else are you going to do? How are you going to do this except to fake it? Because it's a play, it's not a movie. They can't do it at a different time every night. The character is going to be walking on at the same point every night.
There are some people who never know who they are or who they want to be until it's too late. And that is a real tragedy in my book. Because I always knew who I was and who I wanted to be. Always.
And please notice, everything about this color scheme and the set is designed to make them look good. Folks, you want to get to the point where all of the scenic design choices are there to make you look good. All these beiges, the walls, the bed, her dress, they're designed to make the red of her hair and lips pop. And Paul Newman's shirt is a very light blue, and that's there to make his eyes pop. Oh, did you notice Paul Newman has blue eyes?
I wanted to be an actress, but I won't crawl on my stomach for any man. You find somebody else.
What is that actor's name? Not Deuteronomy, not Leviticus, Jude Law.
Truthful Parson Brown, living in a southern town.